For decades, we've been told that recycling is essential for sustainability. Don't dump it, recycle it, rings in our minds. But what if recycling, especially in electronics, isn't the green solution we've been led to believe? In some cases, it could be hurting the planet more than helping it. Let's challenge the assumption. Does recycling really equal sustainability? It's time to consider whether reuse and buyback programs might be greener options. So why do we keep assuming recycling is the best route? Recycling is marketed as a guilt-free consumption choice. You drop off your old gear, and you feel like you've done your part for the environment. However, this narrative obscures the reality. Recycling can be energy-intensive, often involves overseas transportation, creates toxic byproducts, and destroys reusable equipment. Thus, not all recycling is sustainable. Let's clarify some myths. A common belief is that recycling is always sustainable, but it's often dirtier than reuse. Additionally, shredding doesn't guarantee data protection. It destroys hardware. We need to examine why this e-waste recycling is problematic. First, shredding destroys value. Most recyclers shred functional equipment, losing potential for reuse. Second, the energy required for recycling procedures creates a hefty carbon footprint, often exceeding the footprint of simply reusing. Third, improper recycling, especially abroad, can lead to environmental devastation and pollution. In fact, around 80% of U.S. e-waste is shipped overseas to unregulated markets, resulting in toxic air and polluted water supplies. While recycling may seem eco-friendly, it often devastates communities. So what should we do instead? The answer is clear: stop shredding and start reusing. Each piece of equipment could have a second life. Recycling should be our last resort. Reuse offers significant benefits. It requires less energy, extends equipment lifespans, and supports a circular economy. Consider the comparison. Reusing IT equipment leads to a lower carbon footprint compared to recycling. It creates a longer life cycle. Data security is better protected through certified sanitization during the buyback process. Plus, companies can receive financial returns for their equipment instead of paying for recycling. How does an IT asset buyback work? First, it evaluates equipment condition and value. Companies like WeBuyUsedITEquipment.net assess reusable assets. They ensure data sanitization following strict standards. Then, they reintroduce functional equipment to secondary markets, providing businesses with affordable gear while someone gets paid instead of facing disposal fees. Companies worry about compliance risks with reuse. This fear is outdated. Today's secure data destruction ensures that reuse can often be safer than shredding. Auditors prefer strong documentation and verifiable processes over vague recycling certificates. Most corporations focus on ESG, environmental, social, and governance metrics, reporting on recycling often. However, real sustainability lies in reuse and buyback programs. By reusing ITAD assets, businesses can reduce emissions and support the secondary market. Recycling is still necessary for damaged or unsafe equipment. Yet, we shouldn't jump to recycling as the first step. The waste hierarchy is clear: reduce, reuse, recycle. The IT industry often skips this critical step. This message challenges the recycling industry and the narratives of large corporations. Business leaders serious about sustainability must rethink the urge to shred and recycle. The circular economy thrives when reuse comes first. To sum it all up, shredding does not equate to safety. There are markets for used equipment. Reuse preserves resources and avoids new manufacturing costs. And with buybacks, companies not only benefit financially, but also tell a genuine sustainability story. Stop shredding and start reusing today. Request a buyback quote now. Don't let your old tape go to waste.